Todd Kleismit here, Executive Director for America 250 Ohio. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. If you have not joined us before, this essentially is like a monthly office hour, so I'm going to just informally give you several updates. I got a lot to share with you and see what kind of questions you might have once I run through some of this. So thank you again for joining us. And why don't we just go ahead and get started? So I've got a few things to look back upon, that recent activities of the America 250 Ohio Commission. I want to let you know we are now closing in on 300 different America 250 Ohio communities. So as you may already know, all 88 counties have passed resolutions, and quite a few cities, villages, and townships have done likewise. So wow, we're really excited about that. So we're closing in on 300. Also, we recently awarded some grants. As I think most of you probably know, we awarded 57 different grants across the state. Just announced that a couple of weeks ago. But I want to say also, for any of the folks who did not get grants this most recent round, that does weigh on me, that we had to say no more than we could say yes. Thanks for continuing to collaborate with us, everyone. But congratulations to our award recipients, and looking forward to seeing some great projects being unveiled in the next year and a half. Wanted to also let you know we recently hosted a national activity called Two Lights for Tomorrow. Hopefully some of you were aware of that. That was the evening of Friday, April 18, and it coincided with the anniversary of the famous Paul Revere ride through the Massachusetts countryside. So I believe more than 40 different states participated, putting up two lights up in buildings, and we were at the Ohio State House that evening. I know a lot of our counties participated. The idea was to put up two lights that evening, and as a show of unity about commemorating the beginning of the next day was then Lexington and Concord, so the 250th for that. So that was a great event, and if any of you participated, watched it on Facebook Live, we appreciate that so much. Let's see, we also have been planting some trees lately. So we launched our what we're calling the Heritage Tree Plantings, I think in 8 different counties just in recent weeks. So we had a big kickoff event in the city of Lima, and I know several other communities have also planted trees recently as part of this Heritage Trees effort. So congratulations if you are one of those communities. You can also find out more from us about getting that scheduled in the near future if you're interested in 2026 or this fall. There's efforts underway to get that communicated to all of our stakeholders. Also wanted to let you know I recently testified in the Ohio Senate regarding the America 250 Ohio budget. The budget did go through the House and in recent weeks, and let's see, it was just earlier this week that I testified before the Senate Higher Education Committee regarding our budget, which currently stands at $7.75 million in FY26, and it would go to $2.5 million in the second year of the biennium, FY27. As I think most of you know, our commission sunsets after FY27. Yes, we're sad about that too, but we're going to make the most of these next couple of years, and we appreciate so much the support we've gotten from Governor DeWine and the Ohio General Assembly. So that continues to move forward. We're also now moving into a phase of some other legislation that is relevant for us. There are House and Senate concurrent resolutions that are a way for the General Assembly to express their support of working with America 250 and support of the work of the commission this next year and a half. And so we'll be looking for supporters to come in and testify in support of House Concurrent Resolution 6 and Senate Concurrent Resolution 10. If you're interested in helping us with that, to come to Columbus and testify, or perhaps a written letter of support, we'd appreciate hearing from you. So let us know. All right, so looking ahead, we have a couple of exciting things happening tomorrow. So the 250 Commission will be at the COSI Science Celebration, and we will also be represented at the annual Ohioana Book Festival. That'll be tomorrow, Saturday, May 3rd. Hope to see some of you there. Next week, there is the annual Ohio Tourism Day. That is always a fantastic event. We're hoping that the weather will cooperate with us. It is on the west lawn of the Ohio State House. If you've gone to that event, you know it's a great collaboration and a lot of fun to see what a lot of our county, a lot of the CVBs in particular are well represented at that. It's Tourism Day after all. So a lot of fun. If you can join us Tuesday, the 13th of May, please do so. Yeah, so I said next week. That'll be the week after. So Tuesday, February 13th. Did I say the wrong month? Okay. May 13th. Yes. Todd did not bring his A game today. All right. May 15th, we'll be doing our second installment of what we're calling Ohio and the Revolution, a webinar that will take place at 7 p.m. That'll be Thursday, May 15th. And that is a webinar with some historians that we will be talking about what was happening in and around the Ohio country about 250 years ago. So we had our first webinar. We launched that in mid-March. So this will be episode 2. We'll do a couple more later this year and several more in 2026. So we appreciate your interest and your interest in participating in that. So let us know. May 15th. Okay, later in May, it's going to be the bicentennial of the Lafayette Farewell Tour. So that is another touch point to the American Revolutionary War era. So I'll bet a lot of you know the Marquis de Lafayette was a major contributor to the success of the American Revolution, getting France's support. He's got quite a story, and he did a farewell tour. He was invited by President James Madison and toured the entire United States back in 1824 and 1825. So this is the bicentennial of the Lafayette, his visit across the country, and he made 3 stops in Ohio, in Cincinnati, Marietta, and Gallipolis. And so there's some activities happening latter part of May associated with those experiences he had in the great state of Ohio. So if you're interested, you can find out more. Online.
It's dropped in the chat.
Okay, and so there's information in the chat on that. Thank you, Chris. Also wanted to just mention a couple of other things. We have, I'll bet a lot of you are familiar with our Trails and Tales effort, and we are currently working on our 3rd installment there. The first one was Air and Space, experiences themed to Ohio's contributions to air and space. The second one was the Ohio Creativity Trail. More than 100 different places are part of that. That went really well for us. That was launched in early February. The third one will be launched this summer, and it's the Lake Erie to Ohio River, and we're currently accepting submissions for that. And we're also adding a few to the Air and Space Trail. So I think there's more information on the chat, but let us know if you have questions. Similarly, the Ohio Goes to the Movies effort, there's a deadline coming up at the end of June, so you still have some time to sign up to be one of the venues for the Ohio Goes to the Movies effort. You can find out more at ohiogoestothemovies.org. And then I think we're also collecting ideas for picnics and homecomings. You know, if you're following the commission, you know we have 12 monthly themes. And for July of 2026, that theme is picnic and homecomings. We're trying to incentivize picnics, homecomings, reunions, things of that nature. And so we're looking for great ideas, places to host picnics. We're going to have homecoming kits available. So it's going to be a really fun effort. And so you can check that out as well. I have just a couple things, save the dates, and then I think we'll start into some of your questions. So one thing to be aware of is we're going to have a big presence at the Ohio State Fair this year. We have had such a positive experience being at the fair these last couple of years. This year, the fair goes from July 23rd to August 3rd, and we will be in the Lauschie building. And for 2025 and 2026, they are theming that building and the organizations within it to celebrating America. And so we'll be a big part of that. And we could also use some additional volunteer help. So for more information about that, be sure to check with us. Right now, just kind of a save the date. That'll be starting July 3rd, 23rd. Also, a little farther out in September, be aware that last fall we hosted, with the help of our team and our Undertold Stories Committee, the first gathering of Underground Railroad sites in Ohio. Ohio has the most sites on the Underground Railroad. And so that went well, and it was hosted at the Ohio History Center in Columbus. Stakeholders really wanted to keep doing it. So there's going to be a second gathering. It's timed to September. That's International Underground Railroad Month. And so that'll be in Cincinnati this year, September 21 and 22. So just something to note for your calendar, especially if you are associated with a site that has anything to do with the Underground Railroad. So more on that to come. All right, well, I've just thrown a bunch of information at you, and there's always so much happening. So with that, I will open it up and see what kind of questions you all might have of me. And my colleague, Chris Hurtubise, I think will help us navigate any questions. Ask questions. Okay, in the community section, what we're looking for are counties, cities, villages, and townships. If you have an organization such as a neighborhood group or even a school board that can pass a resolution, that's kind of what we're looking for with the America 250 Ohio Communities. So if you have sent us something, we'll be sure to check into that, Melissa. So I wonder if it's the fact that you're apparently a state friends of the state park. We'll look into that. Thanks, Melissa. Says questions. And you can also feel free to unmute yourself if you would like to speak up. Feel free to do so.
We might have somebody tested just to be sure. You want to call us?
Are you all able to unmute if you choose to do so? I want to make sure.
Hi, this is Rich.
Hey, Rich. Yes.
How you doing? I was
Great.
wondering, the coins that were produced a year ago or so, are those still available to get if the group wants to pass out? And are there still flags available for communities? And lastly, the design for the America 250 logo, is that available in a PDF or is it able to be purchased to hang up in a courthouse?
Okay, so I'm gonna...
Got it? Okay. Hi, Rich. We have a little bit of an echo because I'm sitting across from Todd. Let me see if I can remember your questions. So you know how to mute your sound.
The coins, are they still available? And can each group, are we allowed to buy them and so forth? Are there still flags available for?
Okay. With regard to coins, we still have a supply that we had ordered, and we haven't been selling those. We've been giving those away to some extent. So let's talk about what kind of numbers you're thinking about. Maybe we can, we have done this for other partners with our lapel pins, where we'll sell them back to you at cost, and we just create an invoice and you pay us.
Okay.
So that's possible. The second was with regard to flags. Each community gets one flag who's become an America 250 Ohio partner. And then after that, they're available for purchase, and we can send you the name of the company in Cincinnati that you can purchase those for. I actually don't know the cost per unit, but we can find that out. And third, for your logo, we can send you either the general America 250 Ohio logo without the community name or with the community name. And we can send you, different types of files. I'm going to put here in the chat my email address, and you can just email me and we can take care of your specific needs. And then we do have a question from Allison, or a comment. Allison, do you want to take yourself off mute and share with the group what you put in the chat?
Sure, yes. So Allison here from Visit Canton, the Stark County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Our community, Visit Canton, in partnership with our Arts and Stark, our County Arts Council, invested $250,000 to celebrate America 250 projects. So we've been running a grant program for our community projects. Applications were due April 15th. The committee reviewed those applications. We received 24 awesome projects that could request up to $50,000 in support. And then we've narrowed it down to 16 finalists. We're going to be doing virtual interviews here in mid-May. And then we'll be letting those projects know at what level of funding they'll be receiving by the end of May so they can get started on their projects. So we're excited. Some of the projects were really cool, and also really excited to see a lot of our small historical societies really coming forward to tell their untold stories, which is the most important thing of all these celebrations, plus then our major attractions too.
I cannot say enough good things about what you have done, Allison, at Visit Canton and what you've done with Arts and Stark. That is a fantastic model, and we're really excited. I was just recently in Canton for a conference about a week ago, and yeah, Canton and Stark County, you all are knocking it out of the park. So thanks for all that you're doing.
No, thank you. We're excited. I'm excited to be able to share the projects that received funding with your team, Todd, so then you know what to expect. And then we'll be looking then to promote those projects and then all of our history and heritage. And then we are just excited. Even I had a meeting yesterday. We talked to their organizers of Canton First Friday, and they're creatively thinking how they can institute the monthly themes that America 250 is, but in a very creative, fun First Friday type of theming too. So just continuing to educate our community partners on ways that they can be involved, even if they don't think that they can be involved. So more than happy to, even if you can't do $250,000 in your community, think of ways that you can, encourage and support your partners in whatever way that you can to encourage them to engage.
Fantastic. Thank you, friends in Canton and Stark County. That's awesome. Thanks, Allison. Yeah, and thanks for sharing that. Let's see, do we have other questions?
What do you want, Lacey?
Yeah, hey, why don't we take a quick moment? If I could ask Lacey, I think Lacey Bonner Hall is with us. She is coordinating a lot of our monthly theme work. Lacey, do you mind just saying hello? Okay, so okay, well we'll see if we can get Lacey before we hang up here. Let's see. Any other questions or things to share? You all are, probably pretty active here. Do you have anything else you want to share with the group?
Lacey Bonner Hall's our theme months coordinator, and she's having some challenges with her tech. We've got to get that ironed out. So we're going to speak on her behalf. And so she has created a great video about the monthly themes. Allison was just mentioning about the monthly themes. Probably most of you know, or all of you know, but I'll just repeat it for the benefit of the recording, that we have a monthly theme for each month of 2026 will help us celebrate Ohio's contribution to U.S. history. And in the video that Abby just dropped, or the link that Abby just dropped in the chat, there's a video that Lacey created that goes through those monthly themes. We also have a form now on our website, on that page, that will allow you to submit if your organization or community have ideas or things you're thinking about for those monthly themes. If you don't already, that's okay. There's still time. We're just starting to collect. So we have things that we're planning that we know align with those themes that are part of our initiatives, but we also know communities, organizations, grantees are all doing things that align. And we're just trying to gather that together so we can help amplify it when it's time. So next time when we have this call, we'll make sure that Lacey can connect and share with you. But on behalf of her and the team, definitely check that out. And we're more than happy to talk with you, your organization, your committee specifically about this. Just let us know. Thanks.
Thank you for that, Chris. Okay. We'll do one last call. If anyone has questions or comments, things to share, feel free. Don't want to keep anyone longer than necessary.
Hey, Todd, it's Abby.
Yeah.
I just thought I would share with the group that our next quarterly commission meeting is in Columbus at the Ohio History Center on Friday, June 13th. For those local folks who might want to attend, it would be helpful for you to email me, and I'll drop my email in the chat so we can get an idea of like head count, but those are open to the public.
Absolutely. Great reminder, Abby. Thanks. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any additional questions at this time. So with that, it's not even 12:30 yet, so I'll just say thanks everyone for checking in with us. We appreciate your continued interest and engagement with us. Let us know how we can help support what you're doing locally. One more shout out to our Arts in Stark and Visit Canton for all that they're doing in Stark County. That's fantastic. And so thanks for joining us today. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and we'll continue on this journey together. Oh, okay, hold on. Here's Lacey, I think. Lacey, do you have something to put in the chat? I think Jerry just asked if people can join us remotely at the June 13th commission meeting, and the answer is yes. And you couldn't have done that previously, but due to a change in state law, we are now able to convene and participate remotely on these meetings. So yes, stay tuned on our meetings page on our website for how to do that.
Next TODD Talks. What is the next one?
Oh, the next TODD Talk will be on Friday, June 6th.